What is going on, everybody? It's MrAeroHD here. We are back with Ask Aero, and I apologize. I'm so sorry, guys, that this video is so late. Just some sleeping complications. It's nothing major. I'm just trying to get my sleep pattern ready for school. So I tried staying up all night. Didn't work. I ended up sleeping till noon and kind of just stayed in bed till 5. So it is 6:15 Eastern time when I'm recording this. So I really apologize if people, if your question was missed, or if you missed it. You're seeing this way later. Again, before we get into the video, I want to address something to you guys. I start college tomorrow. Now, my schedule is not so bad. I have one day, pretty much 2 days off. I have one day where I just have an hour class, and I have another day where I have no class at all, which is Wednesday and Thursday. Friday is not so bad. Monday and Tuesday kind of suck. I'm on pace for 7 videos a week right now, but keep in mind that's with no job and no school. So with school in the fray now, that production may cease. The first thing I'm going to cut is Let's Plays, just from viewer count. And I'm going to go off of how much views things get, how much likes to views things get, and how much I enjoy to make them. So Ask Aero's not going anywhere because I really love making this series. Let's Plays, you guys, if you want to see it, you really support it. Like it, watch it, comment. I need to know that you guys are supporting it, because if it's not getting views or it's not getting likes and you guys aren't enjoying it that much, then it's going to get dropped. As simple as that. I know that some people who watch the Let's Plays I'm making, it's, 300-400 of you are super passionate about it, but there's 20,000 people out there that I need to grab attention of. I really do apologize, but I need to ration my time accordingly. Your main stuff, your Section Encyclopedia, your Build It to Kill It, your Throwback Thursday, and your personal products are not going anywhere. They may be tweaked just to save time, but they may be uploaded a little bit later. I don't know. I might start uploading things at 4 or 5 o'clock instead of 3, so I give myself a little bit more time. But guys, bear with me. This is going to be a learning experience for me and for you, so just please give me about a month or so to get my feelers out here and get everything figured out. Especially if I find work, it's going to be very difficult for me to balance all 3 things. But back home, I had to balance all of those things and a social life. Here, I don't really know anybody, so we won't have to really worry about it. Anyways, guys, well, before we get into the questions, so I'll say thank you, and I hope you guys give me a chance here. Best free-to-play racing game. Also, I love you. I love you too, sir, madam, thing, whatever you are. Best free-to-play racing game, I would probably go, I don't know if it still exists, but Project Torque was really fun. I used to play that a lot. I heard that Sim Raceway is fun. I think that's the free one. Sim Raceway or something like that. I don't recall. It's on Steam. In terms of free-to-play, I don't really know, because I just buy. I feel like games that you have to pay for are better, because if it's free-to-play, then you get the free game and like the 2 cars and the 2 tracks, and you have to buy everything else. Again, iRacing exception to that. I don't know why. I love iRacing so much, but I do. So I don't know if you guys may want to check those 2 out. I think it's called Heat or something, like Heat Online, Project Torque now. It's made by Invictus. If you want to check it out, just Google it. I have no fucking idea where that game is or if it exists. This was like 8-9 years ago. What did you think of We As Human? I actually just checked them out. I know I said I would after the video, and I didn't. I just checked them out before I started recording. Sounded a lot like Breaking Benjamin, Shinedown kind of band. And I mean, I like that stuff. If it comes on the radio, I'm like, yeah, I could listen to this and it doesn't bother me. It's just not my, not something I'd want to sit down and listen to. It's just a genre that's been around forever and something I've listened to death, because I grew up listening to stuff like Breaking Benjamin and bands of the sort. So if you're really passionate about it, don't take that as an insult. But yeah. Did you bring your go-karting stuff with you to Ottawa? And if you did, do you plan on doing some races there? Here's the sad news. All of my chassis, my tires, all my gear, my gear's here. I brought my suit, my helmet, my gloves are here. I know some people may have seen it in some streams. And my shoes, everything. All my gear is here. My chassis is at home in Sudbury. So that's 4, 5, 6 hours away. However, they do have a thing called an arrive and drive, where you show up with your stuff, you pay the race fee, but they give you a spec cart with everybody else, and you just go out and you have like a race like you normally would. I need to find a place to do that first. I got 2 or 3 places, and hopefully they let me run with a GoPro, because if they do, you guys will be seeing some videos of those next summer. The fact I didn't do any this summer is because I don't have a job, and I can't afford to just blow money on nothing. So if you guys could just wait another year, I have some really cool real-life stuff coming. I may do a Kickstarter or something for that, just like a very small amount, like $500, just to make sure I can go to out to a couple events and maybe buy a new GoPro. I don't know, because my GoPro 1 kind of sucks. But again, that's very, very in the works. That's not, you know, not even something I've even considered planning out yet. So just bear with me there. But it's something I do want to do. But yeah, no, all my stuff's unfortunately at home, and I never owned my own engine when we swapped, because we were running Honda engines, and we swapped to a Briggs & Stratton spec engine, and I was just renting, so I don't even have my own engine, so I'd have to buy another engine. Definitely after school's over, if I can get a place to store it, a trailer or something, that's definitely for sure something I want to look into, because I really miss racing, and I feel like if I get back into it, A, it's fun for me, and B, it'll be super cool for you guys to, you know, if I could just get somebody there with a camera, help me vlog, GoPro on the track, I feel like that'd be really cool thing to bring to the channel. Dear Aero, would you have spontaneously have sex with Stewie Bryant, resulting in one of you two carrying each other? Holy fuck, that's coffee. Carrying each other's sideways demon spawn. If you don't know who Stewie Bryant is, but I'm sure he's gotten around by now, then here. If you guys don't know, Stewie Bryant, very well-known missile driver out of Australia, and I believe he's Australian, but he does a lot of stuff in Ibizu and the Mitsuris and in Japan. But sex, maybe not. I feel like somebody like that has a spouse already, but it'd be really cool to meet somebody like that. I don't know. I've met a couple drifters, not very many. I met Danny George. I know him. I would like to say I know him okay. I met him, went and talked to him a couple times throughout the weekend in Atlanta. Met Matt Field. I really quickly met Ken Gucci. I met a lot of pro-am guys and like local guys. But to have somebody that has like almost a Ken Block kind of celebrity about them, just because there's like almost an internet celebrity along with their driving skill, would be super interesting. Definitely somebody, if I had the chance, I'd love to interview. Keep up the good work, Aero. I enjoy watching everything you upload. Thanks, man. I do appreciate it. Like I said in the last video, comments usually don't consist of just nice things, nice people saying nice things. I'm not asking you guys to tell me nice things. I know the people who like videos and watch the videos, you know, you guys are intelligent people, and it just so happens that comments are 95% idiots half the time. And but thank you very much. I appreciate it. Holden Monaro VXR or Pontiac GTO? GTO, and I'll tell you why. I got mad love for my Holdens. I got mad love for my Monaro. Monaro is probably one of my the first drift car I had on Forza 2, so I got mad love for the Monaro. However, owning a right-hand drive vehicle in a country that is left-hand drive is a pain in the ass, and if I don't have to, I don't want to. Also, if you guys watch my raw Formula Drift Atlanta video, the first car that's featured is my good friend Westy's, I think it's an 06 GTO. The thing is fucking nice, and I was in it. I rode in it, doing some sideways madness, and the thing was awesome. And it's something I'd love to own, but it's not up here, you know, on my like. Oh, I need to get one of these right now, you know. But I would take the GTO. Maybe I'd put the Monaro kit on it, because the Monaro kit is a lot nicer. I like that spoiler, not the lights. The lights are ugly, but the spoiler, the rear bumper, the front bumper are all a lot nicer than the Pontiac. But just if I don't have to have a right-hand drive car, I don't want one. You know, in terms of skylines and stuff, you'd have no fucking choice. But your favorite movie and best actor? I don't. Now that I'm older, you know, I go back and watch movies I thought were awesome as a kid. Like Fast and Furious, the first one was shit. It was a terrible movie. But you know, since I saw it as a kid, I wasn't really viewing it from like a film critic point of view. That and my favorite movie changes like the color of my shirt half the time. Like, I don't. Best actor, I've got no comment. I don't really have like a favorite actor, but I do like the Fast and Furious series, bar Tokyo Drift. I thought that movie was shit. And the newer ones aren't very good, but like the first two, even though the second one was a kind of chintzy, I still enjoyed it. I still think it's a good popcorn movie. Favorite movie, I'm gonna go with right now. District 12 was good too. The Avengers, I don't know. I'm not as big into movies as I used to be, so I can't really give you a solid answer there. But what's the best meal you've ever had? That's a tough one. I'm just gonna start naming things off until I can't think of it anymore. My mom's spaghetti sauce is fucking bomb. I don't care what anyone else says. She taught me how to make it before I moved out here, or when I moved out here. It's actually super simple. And I made a full, like, huge, like 5 or 6 liter crock pot, and I ate the whole thing myself over the course of like 5 days. So I'm a big spaghetti guy. I really like Italian food. Really do like sushi. Sushi's delicious. That's something I've yet to do since I moved to the big city. But Italian and sushi, yeah, the best meal though I've ever had. Probably the first time I went to have sushi, I was bowled over by how delicious that shit was. What do you expect out of Horizon 2? I expect Horizon 1.5. I expect a game that Horizon should have been without its limitations. People will overhype a game, unfortunately, to the point of where they expect way too much out of it, and then it's shit. That's exactly what Horizon was. So I'm not, and you know, people will overhype Forza 5. Oh, this game's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be the second coming of Jesus, and then it sucks. Anybody who used to play Call of Duty back in like the Modern Warfare 2 days knows exactly what I'm talking about. People are like, oh no, this game has flaws. This game will mean they have no more flaws. You got to keep in mind that these people are so out of the loop from what their fans want that they miss fucking obvious things, and they add in things that we don't want, like a driver tar. What the fuck? Why? You know, what was wrong with AI? But anyway, that's not the point. It seems like Playground Games is doing a very good job of listening to the community. They added tuning, which is a feature that people were asking for nonstop. Bigger maps, completely open map. It looks like the car list, you know, it is small compared to like Forza 4, but it's, I think, this about the same size as Forza 5, if not bigger, if you take away all the race cars that are not going to be in it, like the Indy cars and the F1 cars. I think it's about the same size, give or take. Some of the good cars that we all want are making returns, such as the S13 Silvia. So I mean, if it feels anything like Forza 5, has a tuning system, and the map is big enough to be entertaining even after the story mode's completed, then that's a successful game for me. If it has everything that Forza 1 had, or Forza Horizon 1 had, plus those features, and nothing else, and that's it, then I'll be happy with my purchase. I think people just expect too much out of games. I'm like, oh, it's going to have this, it's going to have this, like The Crew. Everyone thought The Crew was going to be the best thing. Everyone played it. I was like, oh, the physics are kind of shit, you know. The Crew is still probably going to be a pretty good game, but I'm going to pick Forza Horizon 2 just out of the realism factor, and it's not as Need for Speedy. I will pick up The Crew eventually, but I feel like Forza Horizon 2 is going to be good, but it's not going to be this 10 out of 10 God Master Race game that everyone is expecting it to be. So just keep your hopes like 5 out of 10, and you'll, yeah. But you ever consider becoming a car mechanic? Why or why not? I mean, I think anybody who's interested in cars is like, really wants to be a mechanic or something that has to do with it. However, from a young age, my stepdad was a mechanic, and he kept telling me, no, I don't want you to do this. This is a hard job. It's a hard life to live. And it's true, you know, I mean, like, not even the job itself, but as soon as you're a mechanic, anytime one of your friends' car breaks down, they show up to your house with their keys going, can you fix my car? You know? So I'm really glad they kept me out of it. And I've always been a driver, not a fixer. I mean, and a lot of people are going to criticize me for that, because a lot of people both drive and fix their own vehicles. And I mean, if I do want to get into drifting eventually, I have to learn. And I get that. But I've always been more of the driver than the crew. I do want to learn basic stuff. You know, maintain my vehicle. I think I can change my oil myself. I don't know. But, yeah, I don't know. I just never went down that path. I'd like to learn enough to sustain myself on a grassroots level, but I definitely wouldn't want to make it my job, because I feel like if I made it my job, I'd end up hating it. You know, hating having people come to my house every day, hey, fix my car, hey, fix my car, and not having any time to fix my own cars is stuff I've learned through watching my family do it. Kind of sucks, but... Are you going to play Forza Horizon anytime soon? Probably not. With Forza Horizon 2 coming out so quickly, with it right on our, nipping at our heels here, I feel like maybe I'll do one last, like, hour-long video, Throwback Thursday video, with an open lobby where we do, like, some sort of gumball run or something. That's something I've wanted to do for a while, but I'm not gonna start up and making Forza Horizon videos anytime soon. Or open lobbies or whatever. The only reason I don't really hate doing open lobbies is I can only get 7 of you guys in there. How stupid and lame is that? I mean, Forza 4 is so broken for me online, but I'd still rather use that because I can at least get 15 other people in there. Even Forza 5, I can get another 15 more you guys. But 7? That's just... It breaks my heart because then I get messages and messages and messages going, hey, play with me, play with me. I'm like, I can't, it's full. And like, these people, you're not any better than these people, you know what I mean, that are already in here. So... hopefully, again, Horizon 2 has a bigger cap, so I don't have to have that issue anymore. Can we expect some new shirt designs soon? Maybe some of your funniest quotes on them. I'd buy the hell out of them. I'd buy the hell out of a Beat Kids and Chuck's Kids shirt. New shirt designs. I'm not a designer, unfortunately. I didn't design my logo. I didn't design a lot of the stuff on the site now. Beat Kids and Chuck's Kids is something I wanted on a shirt, but I mean, like, I had to think of something that I would want to wear myself in a professional, like to school, you know, or to work or something. And people are gonna read Beat Kids wrong. You and I know what it means, as in like finishing better than a child, not beating a kid. But if somebody sees that shirt in public, they're immediately gonna go, "What the fuck are you beating a kid for?" You know, it's really stupid. And but it's not something I would want to put on a t-shirt. It's just not professional, you know what I mean? Like cursing I don't want on shirts. Some of my funniest quotes, I don't know what my quotes are. You guys got to tell me that. You know, I just talk. It's not like I say, oh man, this line's going to be a line that sticks with people. But if you guys have some funny shit that you want to see in a shirt, let me know and I'll get in the works on it. As long as it's PG, you know, it's unfortunate because I feel like a Beat Kids and Chuck's Kids shirt would do very well, but I don't want to do that to you guys, having to have that conversation, you know, like you put the shirt on, you go downstairs, see dinner, and your parents going, what are you beating kids for? You know, it's just, I'm not about that life. RB26, 2JZ, or 20B, 2JZ every day, run 2JZ, woo woo. More for the reason I feel like a 2JZ is a more robust engine, even though there's nothing wrong with either one of the other choices there. Choose one car you want to import from Japan. Probably... Yeah, I'd want an R32 GTST. That is a car I'm actually seeking out and I want to get after school. If I can find one that's in good condition, that I don't have to start wrenching immediately. You know, that I can drive it throughout the winter or throughout the summer and it has no problems. If I want to import a car from Japan, though, I would probably... God, I don't know. Probably an S15, like a mint condition one. I love an S15. I think they're really beautiful cars. And that's probably something that I could daily and be proud of. You know, like S13 is still kind of old and looking, and like they're not beautiful cars. Like an S15, if you're looking at it, it's just like, wow, that looks nice. That can turn heads, especially since there's not very many of them. And if you drive them down south of the border, they are like, what the fuck? You're not supposed to drive that here. That's illegal. And you're like, I'm not from here. Hey. 886 or S13? I go S13 mostly because I think I like an 886. I do, but I like the idea of a longer wheelbase and a little bit more power than 86, but I do respect both, and if I had the chance to own either, I would jump on it. What do you think of this song preview? I'm not doing that. If you guys have like links to videos, links to songs, I'm not doing that anymore. More for the fact that it's just not fair for other people. So I'm not answering your question, sir. I apologize. If you want to just send me it on Twitter or something, or Facebook. Holy crap, my nose is itchy. But if you want to just send me something on Twitter or Facebook, go ahead. But thank you guys very much for watching. I don't know how long this video is going to be when I clip it, but I'm going to clip that little bullying segment out and probably upload that as its own video. But thank you guys very much, and I'll see you next week. If you guys want to ask questions, don't be shy. Ask them on ASKFM/MrAeroHD. I accept questions all week, and then I will answer them when it comes to next Sunday or Monday or whatever. But thank you guys very much, and I'll see you later. Take care. Hey, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my videos, go ahead and click that subscribe button. I also have a Facebook and a Twitter. For those links, be sure to check out the description box below.